Hi, my name is Patricia, and in each short video, I break down one business analysis technique at a time in under 5 minutes. Let's get into it. Let me start with a familiar moment. You've got a list of requirements, and every stakeholder insists their item is top priority. Meanwhile, the team is waiting on you to decide what goes first. This is exactly where prioritization becomes one of the most powerful BA techniques. This technique is called prioritization. And today, we're going to talk about what it is and why it's such a core BA skill. It helps us decide what gets delivered first in a way that's structured, transparent, and grounded in value, not personal preference. Why does prioritization matter? Prioritization matters because teams usually have more requirements than they can deliver at once. Without structure, attention gets scattered across items that don't create much value. It also stops low-value work from sneaking into release planning. When prioritization is done well, the roadmap reflects what truly matters to the business. It helps manage expectations early. Stakeholders might want everything immediately, but prioritization gives a clear, fair order that everyone can understand. It also drives scope decisions. When timelines tighten, you already know which items can safely move to a later release while still meeting the intended outcome. And overall, it makes planning easier. The team enters planning sessions aligned, less debate, more action. Why does this technique work so well? Prioritization works because it replaces opinion-based decisions with clear criteria. Instead of debating based on preference, we assess items by value, urgency, complexity, and risk. It also makes trade-offs transparent. Stakeholders can see exactly why one requirement is ranked above another, which reduces pushback. It links every item to something meaningful: outcomes, customer value, or risk reduction. When stakeholders see that link, the order makes sense immediately. It reduces uncertainty because teams begin planning with a clear list and a clear direction. And most importantly, it gives everyone the same shared view, which is what creates alignment throughout the entire delivery cycle. When should you use prioritization? Use prioritization before planning or refinement because it gives the team a clear starting point. Use it when scope grows because it helps break down what's truly essential. Use it when requirements conflict. Prioritization highlights which items support the business direction more strongly. Use it when resources are limited. Even with tight timelines, the important items still get delivered. And use it whenever alignment starts slipping. A quick prioritization exercise brings everyone back onto the same page. How do you put this technique into action? Start by gathering the full list of items, features, requirements, or user stories. Next, agree on the criteria. This step is crucial. Babak suggests value, cost, and risk, but you can also include urgency, customer impact, or dependencies. What matters is that the group agrees before scoring begins. Then, score each item using a simple 1 to 5 scale. The score itself isn't the focus, it's how each item compares to the others. After that, facilitate the ranking discussion. This is where the BA guides stakeholders through the reasoning and challenges assumptions when needed. Finally, document and communicate the results. This becomes the reference point for planning and all future decisions. Now let's look at a real example using Moscow prioritization. It's one of the simplest and most widely used methods for release planning. Imagine we're improving a service portal, and we've got 3 requirements to assess. First up, online booking. Without this, the core service can't function, so it becomes a must-have, the foundation of the entire release. Next, email reminders. They improve the user experience and help reduce missed appointments, but the service still works without them. This becomes a should-have. And finally, custom profile pictures. Nice for personalization, but it doesn't impact the core flow or business outcomes. So this one is a could-have. On the slide, you'll see a real Moscow table that separates these levels clearly. And when you show this in a workshop, stakeholders immediately see what's essential for launch and what can safely move to later releases. A few pro tips from real project work. Pre-scoring helps the workshop focus on alignment instead of starting from scratch. Keep your criteria consistent. Changing them halfway through completely reshapes the order. Use visuals. People understand rankings much faster when they can actually see them. Revisit your prioritization as the project evolves because priorities can shift. And always explain the trade-offs clearly. Transparency builds trust. To wrap up, prioritization is one of the most practical tools in your BA toolkit. It keeps delivery focused, reduces confusion, and gives stakeholders a clear pathway for what comes first. In the next session, we'll dive into the traceability matrix, a tool that helps you track requirements from start to finish and ensures nothing gets lost along the way.